Hello, welcome back to another video in our STIHL series of tips and tricks and ideas. Darren here with Rental Ranch, and we're going to talk about why should you have a brush guard on your string trimmer. There's a couple of very important reasons. My biggest one, for me personally, I don't want to get pelted by all the rocks and pebbles and everything while I'm trimming. Beyond that, there are some technical points to why we leave it on there. First and foremost, on the technical side, it voids your warranty as soon as you take it off. The machine's no longer under warranty, be it a clutch or a drive shaft or an ignition coil, things like that, which are normally covered by STIHL, up to 2 years on some units. Pro stuff's a year, but it voids the warranty. So if we leave that brush cutter on there, keep our warranty intact, STIHL can pay that bill instead of you if something goes wrong. On the brush cutter, or I'm sorry, on the shield itself, we've got the line cutter. It cuts the trimmer line at a specific length that the engineers at STIHL, who make a lot more money than we do, have decided that's the length that that line should be. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Some of that is noise, some of that is life of the trimmer, some of that is torque load on the engine. It has a brush cutter, or it has a guard and a blade to cut that off. It keeps the pebbles and rocks from bouncing at you, like I said. But there are a lot of folks that still believe in taking the guard off of their trimmer. And you can see this commercial client here took the guard off of their trimmer and reinstalled the bolts because that's what clamps the gear head to the drive tube shaft. So this line will end up being considerably longer. This one's been frayed off a little bit, but a lot of these guys will run that line way longer than what the knife on the guard would have cut it at. So when that happens, it's going to put extra load on the engine. It's going to wear out your clutch springs inside your clutch. When those clutch springs wear out, it causes excess heat buildup in the clutch housing. It's going to burn the bearing out in the clutch housing. That's one thing that can go wrong. The other thing that can go wrong is there is an internal rev limiter on the ignition coil for this machine. When this line is not cut at the specific length that the engineers have designed that engine to run at, it's going to constantly be trying to hunt and find that rev limiter because there's nothing to throttle it back down or keep it at a certain torque load. That's going to overheat your ignition coil and cause excess problems, especially in the hot summer months like we're dealing with now. And then finally, that excess torque load puts extra wear and tear on the engine. It'll cause the valve train in this STIHL 4-mix engine to become loaded extra heavy, and it will make those valve clearances loosen up faster over time. It's important to leave these machines or the way that they come from the factory, and our opinion is that it's just a lot more comfortable to operate. If you're struggling to trim with the guard on your string trimmer, if you wanted to turn the machine 90 degrees on its side and do line edging, if you're struggling to see when you do that, come by and we'll show you some tips and tricks, and maybe we can help you get more comfortable with it before you just take your guard off. If you've got questions on this or any other STIHL products, give us a call at 316-838-4211 or visit us on the web at rentalranchwichita.com.